Welcome to the station crew. Enjoy your stay.
Today we're addressing some of your new feedback. So we got a comment from Grim saying that I know you already went through solars and some power topics, but maybe a word on power optimization or neat tricks. I have an idea for this topic, so we will cover it in some episode. And there was another comment from Zombie Star. A good idea to demo surgery and other such things would be to go into xenobiology, change into slime people, and it would allow you to demo the surgery and benefit while still in character. That's actually what I'm going to take today to the active board, because right now I'm very limited on the chemicals, and I would like to do some other episodes related to chemistry, like chemical grenades or cytology, etc. And we have been scavenging for the chemicals up until now. That is because we cannot build this portable chem dispenser. It is blocked by the human autopsy experiment. And to perform the autopsy, it's a type of surgery, we need a living human. We don't have any human body here that we can perform this experiment on. So to perform this experiment, I need to find a human body. And to find a human body, I will need to do some tricks related to chemistry. The only option to get a human here without leaving the station is to get the monkey cube. That is because all monkeys in Space Station 13 are just humans with a monkeyfy DNA. So if we get a monkey and remove the DNA that makes them monkey, they will return to human. So the goal for me is to get the monkey cube and turn the monkey into a human and then dissect it. There are 3 ways to get the monkey cube. The easiest one is just to print it in the biogenerator. We have some biomass piled up because we have been growing a lot of potatoes previously, and I can make 1 monkey cube just here. And if I apply a water to it, it will give me a monkey. But it's a very easy way. There are actually 2 other options for us. First is to again explore the xenobiology and make a slime core and make a monkey cube out of that slime core. But also we have this bananas here, and we can make a monkey cube out of just chemicals. So I will take like 5 bananas. I put 5 bananas into the grinder, and what I need to do is I need to juice them. We got our banana juice. Now I want to get some nutriments, and for this purpose I will grind some sweet potatoes. Every sweet potato has, I believe, about 30 units. So let me get like 5 of sweet potatoes and grind them into the nutriments. Right. And since we're going to make monkeys, they may struggle, they may fight back. And that is when I will need my security equipment. So I will get this handcuffs, a flash to attack a monkey in case of emergency. And also there is another set of handcuffs here. Right, I got my beaker with banana juice, a beaker with the nutriments from the sweet potatoes. Now I only need a few units of the liquid gibbs that we have in this barrel. So we have 250 units. I will get some liquid gibbs. And let's mix things up. So I will get like 20 units of liquid gibbs mixed with the nutriments and fill it up with the banana juice. So this yielded us with the monkey powder of 54 units. Let me remove all the other reagents from here. And when we mix this monkey powder with some water, we get our monkey. And with this monkey cube, we can do the same. We can just take this cube and apply a little bit of water to it by splashing it with the right click. So we got our 2 monkeys. Okay, you see, while I was trying to subdue the monkey and put the handcuffs on the monkey, it attacked me, hitting me in the leg, but it's fine. So now we need to make one of these monkeys into the human. I will leave one here. And to make a human out of monkey, I will need a reagent that will remove all genetic mutations from the monkey, and that is a mutadone. Let me get my chemical belt. To make mutadone, I need some oxygen, and we are out of oxygen because I used it all to make the saltpeter for the botany episode. So we have this emergency toolbox here. Sometimes it spawns with flares, but I don't see any flares here, so let me just grind my own flare into the mortar. Right, we got our unit of oxygen. Mutadone is a type of medicine that works when you have at least 1 unit of it in the body, so 1 unit is enough for a monkey to turn into human. So I will just be adding 1 unit of all required reagents. So first of all, we need to make an acetone, and I already have an remaining oil here, so we will use 1 unit of oil, and also 1 unit of welding fuel to make 3 acetone. Then I will need an unstable mutagen that we have already created for the botany episode. So the recipe is the same: 1 unit of chlorine, 1 unit of phosphorus, and 1 unit of radium. We got our unstable mutagen and acetone. And then we will need some bromine. So I will add 5 units of bromine. And it will yield us with 9 units of mutadone. I will move the bromine here. Let me actually transfer it like this. And from this 9 units of mutadone, we will make 9 pills of red color. 1 unit of mutadone each. And when we feed this mutadone pill to a monkey, it will turn into human. And this human may also fight back, so it's nice that we handcuffed them straight away. Now we have our human, we have our monkey for the second type of experiment, because there are 2 experiments that we will need to do. First the human autopsy, then a non-human. So I will use this new medbay that we created to perform the experiment. But I also want to showcase the revival, because we will be doing the autopsy and I don't want this guy to die yet. I will do some other genetic experiments on him. So that's why I will make some defibrillator mount for this area. So let me find it. And I also want to make a surgery tray. So I will also take 1 silver to make a tray. Right, we got our mount. Now I want to put the defibrillator into the mount, but it needs a power cell. So let me put some power cell inside. And now we get our defibrillator working. Right, and for surgery tray, I need to go into crafting menu. And it requires silver and 2 iron rods. So I have everything here. And I will craft it. That will yield me with this surgery tray that I can deploy. And I can put all surgical tools into this tray. So everything that we got here from the beta station can go there. And that will yield us this awesome surgery tray with tools inside that we can quickly take out and use for the operations that we need. All right, when we're going to do the autopsy, the human will be dead for a while. And when the human is dead, it will have the internal organs rotting. To stop the rotting, usually on the stations, they use the stasis bed, but it is again locked by the research node. So if we search for the stasis bed, it will be in the cryostasis technology, and that is locked by this biological technology that we need the autopsy experiment for. So I will need a way to make an alternative stasis, and it will be in form of a chemical. First, I need a stabilizing agent. So let me take this bottle. To make a stabilizing agent, I need the 1 unit of oxygen, 1 unit of iron, and 1 unit of hydrogen. And it will give us this stabilizing agent that we can use to stabilize plasma, because right now I need some stable plasma. To get the plasma again, I will take 1 sheet from the protolathe and grind it. Right, we got our stabilizing agent, we got our plasma, and the stabilizing agent is a new type of chemical. It is a catalyst chemical that is not mixed into the final product. It will just be in the beaker and turn other reagents into another ones. But it will still cause a reaction which will be exothermic. And as you remember from the episode with plasma, we already contaminated this area once when we mixed plasma. So I want first to cool the plasma down, let's say to around 150 K. And then we will mix it with the stabilizing agent to get some stable plasma without overheating it and causing the pollution. And now if we get 1 unit of stabilizing agent into the beaker, you can see that it makes the stable plasma. So that's exactly what we need. Now we need some water. Right, and we need to turn this water into ice, so I will cool it down as well. Alright, we got our ice and stable plasma. Now I need 20 units of nitrogen. And we are out of nitrogen here, I believe. Yep, we have 15 units. So I can just take a couple of bulbs and grind them. And the bulbs will contain some silicon and some nitrogen. And I think 1 bulb contains 10 nitrogen. So 2 bulbs should yield us with 20 units of nitrogen that we need. Let me extract the silicon part and put this 20 units of nitrogen here. And we can see how this mixture yielded us with 60 units of cryostilane. That is a chemical that will make the stasis effect when we attach it to a beaker and put the person on this IV drip. 0.1 unit per second seems to be putting the person into a constant cryostasis. So that will do the job. So for now, I will just eject it and let the person stay here. All right, we got our patient. We got our autopsy scanner. We have our surgical tools. We have our cryostasis chemical. There is an operating computer that has experiments tab that is connected to our tech web. And here we will be able to perform these 2 experiments. First, we'll go the human autopsy experiment. So the operating computer needs to stay next to the operating table, and it will detect the patients that you put on top of it. Let me put this person onto this operating computer. Right, and now that you can see when you put the person on top of the table, you will get the readings of the health of the person. And it says that there is no active procedure because we didn't start any surgery. And to start the surgery, I will go into the chemical tools and get the surgical drapes. You can see that when I click with the surgical drapes onto the person, it shows me the available surgery, and I can select different body parts to change the types of surgeries that I perform. I can even do some operations on eyes, on the mouth, but we are interested in the body. And there is no autopsy dissection here because the patient needs to stay dead. So first I will need to kill this person. Let's try to deal different types of damage. So I will damage some arms with fire, and I will also try to hit him with some blunt thing like this anesthetic tank. Let's say that I will beat him into the left leg, then into the right leg, then deal damage to his body, and continue hitting until this patient is dead. Now that the person is dead, we can take the health analyzer, see that it has some damage here. So brute 170, 44 burn damage, exactly as the operating computer says, but it also says that there are some burns that we dealt with the experimental welding tool. And you can see that it says here that the subject died 30 seconds ago. As time goes, it will start decaying the organs of the person. So that is why we need to attach this IV drip and make sure that this person is on a cryostasis and the heart is not getting damaged. Now we can safely perform all the surgery procedures without the heart being destroyed in the process. So again, going to take our surgical drapes once again, click on the person, and now we can see the autopsy experiment. We need to make an incision with a scalpel. I need to remove myself from the combat mode, obviously. Then it suggests me to retract the skin with a retractor. And then I perform the autopsy with the autopsy scanner. Right, and we got our autopsy report that says the information about the patient. That will be enough for the research. Now we want to revive this person. So again, let me scan it once more. You can see that only the heart is mildly damaged. The other organs are unaffected. And I need to heal this person, first reducing the brute damage and then the burn damage. I will also do a surgery for that. Obviously, we need to complete our autopsy surgery first. So we will mend the incision. And then we will click with the surgical drapes once again and use the bruise tend wounds option. It will ask us to perform similar steps. First, make another incision. And then use the hemostat to tend the wounds. Because I'm using this crystalline chemical, this wound tending is quite slow, but at least the organs are not getting damaged. And you can see how I work on the patient, reducing the brute damage. So I need to make sure that the person does not have as much damage as it currently has, and then try to revive it. All right, we're done with the brute damage. Now we mend the incision. And then do the same for the burn damage. So we want to tend the burns. Make an incision. And use hemostat to tend the wounds of the burn type. Okay, the body is in a good shape. Now I can see that there's no brute and burn damage, only some suffocation here. And the heart is still mildly damaged, so it stays healthy. Now we need to revive this person. I'm taking the defibrillator pedals and using them on the person. It gasps, and you can see that it shows a lot of respiratory damage. Now I need to perform a CPR to heal the patient from the respiratory damage by ingesting some oxygen into their lungs. Right, and when the damage is below 100, the person starts inhaling the air on his own, and you can see that the damage is getting reduced automatically. We don't need to perform the CPR anymore. Now we got our autopsy report, and we can research the biological technology node that we desperately needed. And it unlocked the advanced biotechnology that requires a similar experiment, but with monkey. So let's do the same for the monkey. All right, before this person leaves the surgery area, I also want to tend the wounds. So the right arm has some second-degree burns, and it recommends an application of ointment. And I have some ointment here. So this ointment, we will use the right arm area here. Right. And now you can see that we applied the ointment and the person no longer has this trauma with the right arm. All right, let's do the same with the monkey. Obviously, I need to attach the crystalline so that the heart of the monkey will not be dead. And we got our second autopsy report. That will make another experiment unlocked for us. So let's take a look at that. We got our advanced biotechnology available and we will research it. It will unlock the autopsy scanner, some advanced health analyzer, better beakers, and other interesting things. All right, let's heal this monkey back by tending the wounds. All right, and we're done. Now revive it with a defibrillator. And perform the CPR for the monkey. Right, it started breathing. We are out of the cryostaline perfectly. Right, and thus we completed the surgery. It was a very shallow showcase of surgery because it's a lot deeper. We will touch a bit more of surgery when we will perform the augmentation, but we will need to wait for the xenobiology for that. But at least I hope it will give you an idea of what the Medbay work is like. So I consider that this is done. We have our patients with their autopsy reports. Both are nice and healthy. And finally, we can build the chemical dispenser to get some more chemicals, make grenades, and do some other experiments.